One of the worst things that you can do with your money is to finance a depreciating liability. Depreciating means that the value is going down. Mm-hmm. This car value is going down. In fact, the Teslas are going way down. They don't hold value at all. Toyotas hold value, Teslas don't. To finance that means that you've got amortization, which means you're paying more in interest than you are in principal at the very beginning. So it stays up there. Mm-hmm. And so I said, financing a depreciating liability, it's a liability. Anything that's not making you money is costing you money.
If you think wealth is about luxury cars, designer jewelry, or exotic vacations, you're in the wrong place. We're not concerned about your net worth, your 401k, or how much debt you have. Our approach is much different because real wealth isn't only about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to work because you want to, not because you have to. Freedom to pursue your purpose, live on passive income, and build a legacy. That freedom starts now. Welcome to the Real Wealth Formula with Brad Hovis, where each episode breaks down the principles, mindset, and practical steps to help you experience financial freedom today. Real talk, real numbers, real freedom. This is the Real Wealth Formula.
This episode is brought to you by Rebiz.com. You've probably seen the same old stuff in your feed. Invest in a franchise, start an ATM route, buy a car wash, launch a vending machine side hustle. Cool ideas, but here's what they don't tell you. The good ones are way too expensive, and the cheap ones barely cash flow. But there's a business model that's quietly producing big paydays as well as monthly income for people working from home, a coffee shop, or even out of their pickup truck. Visit Rebiz.com, that's REIBIZ.com, to see how it all works. What's up, moguls? Welcome to the Real Wealth Formula. I am here with a special wealth review. This is Jessica. Jessica, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jessica Savage.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I am a hairstylist and a hair educator in Denver.
A hair educator. We're going to get into that.
Okay, we definitely have to. I just moved here in April from Maryland, and you might hear a slight accent. I am originally from Germany.
Germany?
Yes, sir. And I moved here 13 years ago. So I think at this point, I'm extremely Americanized, and the slight accent stayed.
Slight accent?
The slight accent stayed.
Yeah. So what do you mean you're totally Americanized?
I am. I haven't been back in Germany. Don't tell my mom, don't remind my mom of it. I haven't been there in 10 years. This is home now, especially Colorado. I love Colorado. I love Denver. And home is where my family is. I have a husband. I have 3 kids and a stepdaughter. Okay. And they're all around me. Besides my stepdaughter, she's in the military now.
No kidding.
Yeah, she's in...
So 3 kids, what ages?
I have a 14-year-old, a 10-year-old, that's my daughter. She feels like she's going on 30. And I have an almost 4-year-old son.
4-year-old to start in kindergarten?
Yes, super fun.
Like that'll be next year, right?
Next year, yeah. He's turning 4 at the end of the year, so we got to wait.
You still keep him around, right? Before you head him off to school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful.
We're counting the days.
So you said a hairstylist. It's clear you do hair. What do you mean by hair education?
So I am an educator on hair extensions. So I specialized in keratin extensions. I lead classes in my salon with my education team. And we're teaching other hairstylists how to do our method on hair extensions. So
hair extensions, that's where it's like kind of supplementing your existing hair, I guess, right? Help me I'm not a hair expert if you can't tell.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Yeah, extensions are not working here. Right?
No. So it's for length. If you want to have more length, if you want to have more volume. Some women, if they go through menopause, if they go through postpartum, even after COVID, there's a lot of hair loss going on. So we're just filling the head with some hair.
Okay. And it's not clip-ons?
It's not clip-ons.
Like a clip-on tie?
No. I don't specialize in that. It's more of a semi-permanent deal where you you're melting you're bonding hair with your existing hair, and it'll last up to 5 months.
So wait a second. You're like, this is way out of any of the spectrum that I'm usually talking. So you're taking hair extensions and gluing them to existing hair?
We don't like the word glue.
Oh, glue. Okay,
There
sorry.
is no
Sorry. Okay.
glue. So let's get a little scientific. So hair consists of a protein. The protein is named keratin. So our hair extensions have a keratin bond that we heat up and we kind of roll it around a strand of your hair. It's a very tedious process. But look at me.
Yeah.
This is all.
So you have hair extensions right now?
I have extensions. And
Interesting.
I mean, you like
Could
you
not
said,
tell.
you have no idea about it.
No.
You probably
This
can't
is the
tell,
women's
but
world.
that's a women's world. But hey, we're great
And
at
so
it.
you can wash your hair?
Yeah.
It's not like you
yes.
take it in and out?
No. It's a permanent thing for a few months.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How do you know when it's time to start changing them out?
So it grows out with your regular hair. So we're taking like a 1/4 inch of your hair and we're rolling the keratin around it and it just grows like regular hair. So you have like a regrowth at the end of it, probably like 2 inches, 3 inches.
Okay.
And then it's
kind of like
time.
when you dye your hair out, that grows out. Is it similar?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's exactly like that.
That seems like it's pretty labor intensive. What do you charge for hair extensions? Not that I'm asking. I have a friend who could use some hair extensions.
Yes, send that friend to me. So it all depends on, we need to evaluate the hair. Are you a good candidate? How is your hair health? It really depends on what the goal for the specific person is. I want to say it starts at $200, where some women, they have some balding spots in the fronts. They want to fill it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we add a few in the front. If you say, hey, I could use a little bit of more volume, we're looking at like $400 or $500. If you want to have a whole head, we're more in the $1,000, $1,200 area.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So between $200 and $1,200 to get hair extensions going. Now, do you do this yourself? Or are you an employee? Is this your business? Help me understand.
So
we're going to get into your finances, and this is part of it.
I'm partnered up with my owner of my salon and another educator. It's 3 of us. I specialize in the keratin method. My other partner, she specializes in a different method where we're sewing hair on your head. It sounds crazy, but we're
sewing hair on your head.
You're sewing the hair
into your scalp.
No, not in the scalp. Not in the scalp.
So it's
there
not
are certain methods where you kind of create a line around the head with little beads, and then you sew it in with those beads. That's a whole different process.
But you don't do that.
I do that too, but I don't educate on it.
So to make sure, because I'm trying to figure out your income, we're going to get to that in a second, is you do the hair extensions and then you also teach other people how to do their hair extensions. What do you charge to teach people how to do this?
So we're charging $995 for the class, all-day class where we teach both methods. Okay. And we just had our first class, so we're in the beginning stage.
So you're kind of new endeavor.
Yes.
Okay.
And the 3 of us, we just launched this education platform. And we just on last Sunday had our first class. We had 14 participants and we taught them how to do it. It was a big party. We taught them the business aspect about it. How do you market yourself? How do you market yourself in general as a hairstylist?
Now, is this something that you can do on the side at your home? Like the people who are coming to your class, one of the aspects of the Real Wealth Formula is to enlarge your active income. That's the second point, which talks about side hustles and part-time jobs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is this something that someone could do? I know you can cut hair out of your house. Can you do this kind of stuff out of your house? Can this be a side business type thing for people or no?
Yes and no. I mean, there are hairstylists, they're specializing in a certain category. So you probably heard of color specialists. You probably heard of a men's cut specialist, bob specialist, pixie specialist. Then there's extension specialists.
I have not heard of any of those. Bob specialist, pixie specialist. She's assuming way too much about me, kid. She's like, this is common knowledge, Brad. You should know this.
You should.
A bob specialist. No.
Is that
so I've heard a bob cut. That's like the Karen cut, though, right? That's like, when someone gets called a Karen.
Yeah. Yes.
That's not very
popular,
is it?
Specific type of cut. I think the Karen, the label Karen kind of took it away from.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of people that are like, I want to have a graduated bob. We're like, so you want to have a Karen cut?
You want to have a Karen cut?
No,
okay.
I don't want that.
Stay away from that. So then 14 people showed up to this class. Mm-hmm. So you made $14,000. on that. You had to split. I'm assuming you had to split it with your. So that was a success, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So the type of people who are showing up to this class, who are they?
Those are all hairstylists.
They're all other hairstylists.
Yeah, other hairstylists or cosmetology students that are currently in school, and they want to take a step ahead of what they learn in school. So in cosmetology school, you're pretty much being taught the basics of how to get your license. You're going to go get your license.
Do you need your license to do this?
Not necessarily.
So you don't need your license to do hair extensions?
No. If you want to cut the extensions.
What do you call your cobalt method? What is it called? Keratin method? Yeah.
So
to cut the extension, you need a license.
Yeah.
To install the extension, you don't. You don't.
That. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It might change. Who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help people with potential side hustles.
Yeah.
And it's like, because like in my world, this seems like, I mean, your hair looks very nice. I'm positive. I walk around and see other women who have extensions and we don't even know it.
Exactly.
Right?
And
but I would never have guessed. But then again, I'm a dude. Would other women have guessed that you've got hair extensions going on right now?
Probably not.
I can't imagine.
Not.
It looks natural, the whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that's for hairstylists, the market is very saturated. You're like, hey, there are suites, business suites, hairstylist suites, and there are barbershops, there are hair salons everywhere. So how do you set yourself apart with what you're doing? Let
me ask you, how much are you making in the hairstyling world? Since this is a new endeavor, the teaching, do we want to add that to your income or do we want to say, no, what are you making?
I don't want to add the education quite yet.
Okay.
So I am I just moved here in April, so I'm still building my book of business.
From Maryland?
Yeah. From Maryland. So I started at my salon in April. I'm still building my book of business, but currently monthly I'm bringing in around $5,000.
And that's just on the doing that. You do more than just the extensions.
Of course.
It's the whole gamut,
the whole scope.
Coloring hair and cutting
hair.
it, the whole bit. So you make $5,000 a month there.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Very good job.
My owner, she prides herself in becoming a six-figure hairstylist in the first year. She has certain methods that she teaches us, how we connect with clients, how we stay connected with clients, how we upsell clients, how we just make the clients feel like home. And I am definitely in the making of becoming a six-figure hairstylist.
Yeah.
A lot of our girls are there. So yeah.
$5,000 a month is $60,000 a year. You're more than halfway there. So, and then you keep doing these classes. The way I look at this, I'm just going to, from my perspective, with what I see, there are a lot of women, particularly who have small kids or kids that are in school, who are looking for a side hustle.
Oh, definitely.
They're looking for something they can do while the kids are at school. And if this, maybe you recraft it to position it in a way to say, listen, hey, cosmetology, this is something that you can do making between $200 and $1,200 a visit. And then when those people are done visiting, they got to come back to you. So you build a book that you can do at your home that all they do is extension. I don't know. All I look at it is I see anytime I put out a job ad for someone that says, hey, I've got this special project. We have direct mail projects that we do where we just have people writing handwritten letters and that kind of thing. I put that out on social media that I'm hiring for that. I get it filled up within hours.
Wow.
And have hundreds of people ready to go. I would imagine something similar to this. Now, if you need a license, I might throw a kink in it a little bit. But anyway, if you're an active real estate investor and you're not using FreedomSoft, I got bad news for you. You're getting beat by other active investors who've been utilizing this CRM software for well over a decade. We're able to close deals faster, more consistently, and with higher margins. So if you're tired of getting beat, go to realwealthformula.com/sponsors and click on the FreedomSoft link. Start doing more deals today. All right, so $5,000 a month. Let's talk. So the first acronym of the Real Wealth Formula is R, reduce your monthly expenses. So let's talk about your monthly expenses.
Okay.
How much is your rent? How much is do you own your house? Help me understand. So let's start there. Let's start with the top one. House. What's the house costing you?
So the house, my husband takes care of that. So,
so your husband. So that's not on your side.
I'll let him pay that.
Do you guys combine your expenses, or do you guys separate them?
We pretty much separate them.
Okay.
I have certain responsibilities. He has certain responsibilities. He makes more than me. So
what does he do?
He is a personal training director for Vasa.
Oh, for Vasa. Oh, so he's a personal trainer. Gotcha. Director.
Oh,
he's handling.
the big dog
He's
of
the
all of them.
okay, yeah. Well, he's the whole reason they're making money, right? Because that's the whole. Yes, they've got the memberships and all that kind of stuff, but it's really about the personal training packages. Okay, so then what's your side? What are you supposed to be paying for?
So I take care of the groceries.
Nothing with the house, looks like.
Nothing with the house.
Nothing with the
house. Well, the groceries. I take care of groceries and all the costs that come with the kids.
What does that cost?
It's approximately $1,800.
$1,800. So for groceries, and you said kids needs. What is inside of those kids needs?
Clothes,
shoes,
shoes.
So clothes and shoes and that kind of stuff.
Toys, all that stuff.
So you take care of all that.
I take. Yeah.
Okay. When you go out to eat, are you taking care of that?
No.
So you're just the groceries in the house.
And I take care of the car insurance for both of our cars, which is $600.
Okay. So $600 for that. Let's stay on the groceries and the kids stuff.
Yeah.
So are the kids you've got them at 14, 10, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Are they into sports yet?
Yes. So my son is into football.
And are you paying for that? Are you paying for the sports there?
It's through the school. So right now it doesn't cost us anything, but he's a teenager.
So I'm sorry, what was he playing?
Football.
Yeah. Okay. Middle school football?
High school.
High school. Oh, 14. Yeah, he's a freshman. Yeah.
He's in high school.
Yeah. Okay. And so then this is your side of everything. Your phone bill you pay for?
Yep.
And that's for everybody?
For me and the kids, yeah. My husband gets it reimbursed through work.
Okay. Then you have a car note.
That's for my car.
That's just for your car?
Yes.
$660.
Yes.
$660. What kind of car is this?
It's a Tesla.
A Tesla?
Uh-huh.
What do you owe on the Tesla?
29.
Roughly. 29,000?
Yeah, I just got that car.
So wait a second. You just got it and you're paying $660 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so high?
I had an Accord before. The Accord was acting up, and I still owed money on it.
So they rolled it into this
They
one.
rolled it over.
Okay.
They rolled it over.
One of the principles, one of the worst things that you can do with your money is to finance a depreciating liability. And I'm going to explain that in just a second. Depreciating means that the value is going down. This car value is going down. In fact, the Teslas are going way down. They don't hold value at all. Toyotas hold value, Teslas don't. To finance that means that you've got amortization, which means you're paying more in interest than you are in principal at the very beginning. So it stays up there. And so I said, financing a depreciating liability. It's a liability. Anything that's not making you money is costing you money. Okay. Therefore, if it costs you money, it's a liability. So one of the things that I teach is don't finance cars. Now, what year is it?
2020.
So a 2020 car. Do you have any idea how many miles it is on it? Well, with the Teslas, it's different.
It only had 38.
And that's why your car insurance is. So you got $600 a month for these two cars.
Yeah. So my husband, he has a Jaguar.
Okay.
So
okay, you're paying the car insurance for his Jaguar.
Yes.
Oh, you're not paying? Does he have a car note too?
He does have a car note.
Oh, man, guys. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing moving forward, right, is stop financing cars. I know you like it. They look cool. I got a Jaguar. I got a brand new Tesla, all that kind of stuff. The absolute worst thing you can, and we're going to get into why that's the case, is to finance a depreciating liability, right? Your money's going literally backwards in 3 different directions, right? So you're like, okay, that doesn't help me become wealthy. That doesn't help me get to the end goal of what personal finance is, that your passive income is larger than your monthly expenses. So it's got several whammies. You know, the old phrase we call double whammy. This is like a triple whammy. So let's talk about debt. You've got some debt here. You got a debt forgiveness program going on, $600 a month.
Yeah.
What is in that? What was that debt?
This is my second marriage. I was married before. The divorce was expensive. It was
They are expensive.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a lot of credit card debt. That's pretty much everything it is. I had like 4 or 5 credit cards. I've been working with this debt forgiveness program for the past 3 years. And this is literally my last credit card. I should be debt-free next August.
You should be credit card debt-free.
Credit card debt-free,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
By next August?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. So $600 a month?
Yes.
That's
back
really
in my
good.
pocket. Yeah.
Okay. Any other debt besides
the car?
So the car and the debt forgiveness program, that's the only debt that you've got.
I mean, I do have credit cards, but they have like $150 on it just to have a backup plan if I need some money. But
so you have several current credit cards outside of this?
I have 2 credit cards.
What are the balances on those?
I really want to say $150 each.
Okay. We're going to have you pay those off like right now.
Okay.
So 2 like $150.
Yeah.
And you've probably bought into the idea, oh, I need credit in order to...
Exactly.
I mean,
the credit card, the debt forgiveness program obviously messed up my credit score. So,
but if you've been paying on it, it's likely increasing your credit score.
We're getting there.
Or have you been late on those?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. So that's where my German comes through. I have to pay.
Explain that.
In Germany, everything is very structured. So when this debt forgiveness company told me do not pay on those credit cards, I'm like, but why? I have to pay. I have to pay by that date. I have to. That was like the hardest thing for me to say, okay, I'm not going to pay it. I get emails, I get calls, I get text messages. Hey, you're late. This was irking my German.
Who told you to not pay your credit cards?
That was that debt forgiveness company.
Why? Why would they do that?
They would negotiate.
So they basically say,
payoff.
hey, you've got credit card. You've got credit card debt. Don't pay them. Wreck your credit. Then we'll come in and rescue you and come into a plan. Those people should be shot. That is a terrible, terrible, terrible way to approach that. Your original German idea was right. Like you can work out things with, I'm a landlord. I own a bunch of rental properties, right? If a tenant can't pay, I get it. Life happens. If you talk to me and we work something out, great. I'm not going to put an eviction. I'm not going to do judgments. I'm not going to do garnishments. I'm not going to do any of those kind of things. But if you say, hey, we're going to play the program and we're going to play the government and we're going to be like, hey, we're going to not pay and then try to work something out later. Do you think that that's going to actually help you down the line? The answer is no, not even close. So whoever came up with a debt forgiveness program, even if the balance got dropped or reduced, which I doubt it even did, they were just adding on additional fees and whatnot. So that person, whoever talked you into that debt forgiveness thing, I'm not a huge fan of. Just to let you know, there are way better approaches to dealing with debt, particularly when you can't, like when you have credit card debts that you just can't pay. Right? There are way better approaches. Way better. Number one, just stop the credit card. Now there's a balance, and now you pay it. And sometimes, and I've negotiated when I've got a big chunk of money. This is years ago. I don't have any credit card. I don't have any debt at all. But like when I did, say I had 10 grand in a credit card. Hey, I'm not using it anymore. Cancel this. I have this debt. I still got to pay them. Hey, Mr. Credit Card Company, I've come into $2,000. I'd like to pay this completely off. Will this work for you? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the whole debt is gone. They do a settlement, and it's it. You don't need these people to say stop paying your credit card and wreck your credit.
I tried that. I went to the bank. I'm like, hey, can I consolidate my debt with you guys and pay it off? We don't do that. We don't do personal loans. And I was shut down with that. I'm like, you know what? I guess more the anxiety and urgency of I have a shit ton of debt. I have to pay this off. And then the big rescuer, the debt forgiveness program, came around and they're like, hey, you're going to be debt free.
And you pay.
And now listening to you, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And
you're right.
Debt consolidation is one thing, but debt settlements are a complete different thing. Okay. This is where you can go and say, hey, I owe you 10 grand or 50 grand, whatever it is. It works with medical bills too.
Okay.
If you have a medical bills are one of the best, easiest ones to negotiate.
Yeah.
Because they know that they way overcharge for everything. And so, hey, I owe this money. Can I get it down to 20% of this? It happens all the time. So, okay. Those couple of credit cards, phone bill, car insurance, credit card, and paying, what is paying fours?
Pay in force.
What is pay in force?
Affirm or PayPal, where you can say I pay in four. It's interest fee free.
Like installment type
Installments,
stuff.
yeah.
So this is where you are on Amazon.
Yes.
And they say, or wherever, and they say, hey, you can buy it for $500, or you can pay or you can buy it for $400 or $100 a month. Okay. What's the balance due on that, roughly? Because you said you got credit cards with like $150.
Yeah.
So how much is the pay in force? You're paying $300 a month for this.
With my credit cards.
Yeah.
I would say the balance is like, it's like $300-400.
$300-400.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to also add that. Yeah. Grocery, whatever. Savings, $500 a month. Are you actually putting that towards savings?
Yes.
How are you saving?
So the way my bank is set up, a certain percentage of my incoming.
So 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put that in a savings account.
How often are you pulling it back up? Hey, it's like I've done this before.
Every now and then.
I'm going to give you a hack real quick, but continue.
So I have what works for me, I have a big savings account, and then I have my dream house savings account. Okay. So as soon as I hit 500 on my big savings account, which is every 2 weeks, I try to take those 500 and put it back into the house savings account. This one I do not touch at all.
Well, the house savings account you can't really. That you can, but it's okay, yeah.
I mean, I just called it house. It's a regular savings account. I just call it my big dream house savings account.
Oh, house savings account. Oh, I thought you said health savings account.
No,
house.
Okay.
House. Okay.
I mean, I am a hairstylist. There are like August, everybody's on vacation. Obviously, I'm not making that much money. That's when I take some money out. Like $100-200. I'm not taking.
What's the balance on your house savings account?
It's $2,000 right now.
$2,000. So we're still working towards that.
We're still working towards that.
How long have you been contributing to that?
4 months.
4 months. Okay. So then you said you had a spending problem when off camera before we got in here. Explain to me your spending problem. And are you spending your money or your husband's money?
No. My money. My money. I let my. No.
You're not.
That's why we're separated with our bank accounts and stuff.
So for you to come to him and say, hey, honey, I'd like to buy a dress, what would he say to you?
Go for it.
He would give you money. I should rephrase the eye battering that you would do for this, right? Hey, honey, would you mind buying a dress for me?
He will probably ask, how much is it?
How much is it? $200.
Let me see
$50, $100, whatever.
I know he would buy it.
He would buy it?
Yeah. My husband.
How often do you go to that well?
To be honest, not at all.
You don't?
No.
See, I'm traditional. I'm traditional. Like, I pay for all that stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And see, I'm an independent woman. I'm like, I'm expensive. I'm an expensive woman, but I want to pay for it myself. My husband stays out of that. That's everything that you see is I paid for it. That's where my issue comes in.
So explain to me, what are you buying? What are the things that you're...
I mean, the things that I like to get a facial every now and then. I get my Botox every now and then.
Okay.
I get my pedicures. Obviously, the hair is not a part of it.
I was about to say,
I made it my job. I made it my job. So I'm saving a lot of money there. But and then of course, I mean, fashion. I'm kind of in the industry. People look up to me when they come in my salon. They want to look like me. They want to see something.
What is the GG? That Gucci?
It's a Gucci one.
That's you wearing a Gucci belt.
It's a Gucci one. But of course, so. I love to refer to myself as bougie on a budget. So
bougie on a budget. You should get a T-shirt made of that.
I know, right? So I always like to look for the cheapest price that's out there. So let me tell you, I paid $30 for this Gucci belt.
That's a good. Hey,
that's a
good deal.
That's a good deal.
What should someone pay? What's the retail price of a Gucci belt?
I think it's $400 or $500. I would never spend that much on a belt. That's ridiculous.
$400 or $500 for a belt. You got it for $30.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's ridiculous.
So are you? How often per month are you dipping below this? Because if we do the math here, you make $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
You're spending $4,600 or so.
Yeah.
That means you got $400 left over.
Yeah.
Are you going over that?
I'm definitely not going over that.
You're not. Okay.
But I'm definitely tapping into the remaining balance.
It's you're wringing that sponge.
Yeah.
And how do you determine whether or not you have money to spend on? Is it the balance in your bank account?
Exactly.
So basically, if you look at your bank account and you go and say, hey, there's $400 there, you think that you have $400 to spend.
I feel like I know that's not what it is. That's not what it's supposed to be, but the little devil on my shoulder tells me, you can go, you can get it.
But so you look at the bank account balance and you go and say, I'm going to go spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to adjust that approach. Okay. Yeah. So one thing that I will talk to you about is savings. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is a hack that I did because I was in the same boat. You go get a checking account, you go get a savings account, you put money from the checking account to the savings account every month, and you feel like you're doing something really good. I'm saving money. But then what happens? When I want to spend more money than is in my checking account, all I do is transfer it from the savings account into the checking account and then you spend it. It's a terrible habit.
Yeah.
So what I did is I said, you know what? If I want to start saving for something, and I've taught my sons how to do this, and my kids how to do this, and even our tenants, we teach them how to do this. We go and say, hey, go buy something that has intrinsic value. See, the money that's in our pocket is fiat currency. It doesn't mean it's not real money. Real money is gold and silver. Okay. So here's a hack. You like to shop? Do you like to shop online too? Yeah.
Only.
Yeah. So here's the hack. Okay. Instead of buying even a $30 Gucci belt, which is now worthless, you can't sell it. Like nobody wants that. You might be able to get a few dollars for it. Instead of doing that, imagine if you went and bought silver coins, because right now the spot price of silver, I think, is over. I think it's right at 40. So instead, what I did was I started going, it's 38. What I started doing was, instead of buying crap to cure my spending itch, I went and bought silver. What that did was another thing. It's a store of value. You can take that silver to a bunch of shops around town and go get cash for it. So like if you're wanting to save for a car, which is going to be, instead of the house, I'm going to have you start saving for a car, I think, is start buying $500 worth of gold or silver every month. If you're an active real estate investor and you're not using FreedomSoft, I got bad news for you. You're getting beat by other active investors who've been utilizing this CRM software for well over a decade. We're able to close deals faster, more consistently, and with higher margins. So if you're tired of getting beat, go to realwealthformula.com/sponsors and click on the FreedomSoft link. Start doing more deals today. Is it accessible? Yes. Is it? You can go cash it out. You can go get that money back. But it's going to be Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. when the coin shops are open, when the jewelry shops are open. You would go in there and they're going to, if you've got, $100 worth of silver, they're going to charge a little bit of premium. You might walk out with $95, but at least that's better than it going from to zero. So what I did, and I taught my son, hey, if you save for $1,000, I'll do a deal with you, buy a house with you. So my 9-year-old son, every time he got money, said, Dad, can I buy silver? Dad, can I buy silver? Dad, can I buy silver? Sure. So we go into JM Bullion. That's where I buy. And you can literally find these like beautiful, I see the tattoos and all the like, you're clearly into like art. Go buy some artistic silver coins or bars for a couple $100. You're like, oh, this looks good. This is an eagle, buffalo. This is a woman. This is there's so many different kind of designs. They're like amazing. It'll scratch your spending itch, but more importantly, it'll make it so that you're saving money. That's how you actually save money. Throwing it into a savings account at your bank is just another checking account. Yeah. It goes back and forth. It's worthless. Either that or print it off and stick it in cash and put it in a mattress the way your grandmother did. Yeah. So those are some hacks for you. That's the hack that I use to be able to go, and frankly, that's how I paid off on my debt. I just started buying silver. Once it got to a point where I had enough, I said, hey, creditor, I'll give you X amount for it as long as you extinguish this debt, and boom, no problem. Wow. I didn't think about it. I can't access it easily. I can cash it out if I need to. It's wonderful. Okay, so on the monthly expense, reducing your monthly expenses, I'm going to make some adjustments for you, but like car note would be one. The debt forgiveness program. There's just a handful of things. Some people disagree with you and your husband having separate expenses. Some say just put it all together. I say whatever's working. Yeah. I'm very pragmatic. Yeah. Right. So that's on that side. Now let's get into the enlarge your income. So that's step REAL. E is enlarge your active income. Besides this class, what other sources of income are you making? Like what are the ways that you can make additional money? Or is this it? I mean, frankly,
right now, that's it.
Education.
I mean, the education, since we just started that took up a lot of my time, a lot of my dedication. Yeah. So, and still building my book. So,
but you can get new clients, right? Yeah. What are you doing to try to get new clients? Like, what kind of bandwidth do you have? You said you want to get to $100,000 a year. Yeah. You're at $5,000 per month with the $60,000 a year. What's your plan to kind of get there?
I mean, definitely I'm out there. So mostly it's the easiest way is Instagram, posting my work, advertisements. Hey, mention this post, you get 20% off. When I go out to eat or anywhere, I'm at the store.
Have you found that those discounts work when you say 20% off, people come in?
Sometimes.
See, I have found that they don't work for me. Yeah. I just do good work and people want to
Yep.
Come.
I mean,
anytime I've discounted or anytime I've given something away,
yeah.
the whole phrase is, if it doesn't cost, there's no value.
Yeah.
And if they don't pay, they don't
Yeah.
pay attention, that kind of stuff. It's like, I have not been a big fan of the discount stuff. I don't think that gets people in. I think displaying, hey, this is what your hair can look like.
Yeah.
And more than that, you're not selling what your hair can look like. It's not about the hair.
It's the feel.
It's how you feel. It's what are you getting from this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you getting all the women when you walk into the school jealous?
Yeah.
When you go pick your kids up, when you go to the gym, are you selling a lifestyle? You're selling that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So once you can tap into that and really kind of explain that, look how amazing you would look. Think of how amazing you would feel when you have these extensions that are woven in here, or that are not glued in, but like bonded in. Because I don't think, do a lot of women understand that whole concept? Because I don't know if they do. I hear them talking like, particularly, this is now we're going to get in the race. I know that, Black people talk about weaves, but like white people, I don't hear a lot of talk about extensions.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm in the wrong circles. I don't know.
Maybe. So, I mean, being a hairstylist is a blessing and a curse. I spot everything. My eye is always automatically drawn to the hair. And I'm just such an open person. If I see somebody with beautiful hair, I go up to them. I'm like, I would love to work on your hair. Here's my business card. Or
wonderful.
I'm going through
that's good.
Yeah. Or I'm at the store. Oh my God, somebody stopped me and said, you have unicorn hair. I'm like, well, let me give you unicorn hair.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely think I always say I am my own walking billboard.
Correct.
You will never see me not made up to the T with everything, because I know people are looking at me.
What's your plan to get more teaching students?
More teaching students. I mean, word of mouth. Word of mouth. It's like all the students that are. I'm more into building a relationship. Yeah, cool. You learn the skill, but I want to guide you alongside the way of you building your business with your clients. And then, of course, they work in salons. They're
Would
like,
you
I learned
consider
that.
partnering with those already existing educators, the people who are doing the licensing? Right?
Yes, absolutely. So our next plan is partnering up with cosmetology schools.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
just offering an additional service there.
Exactly. And we're selling the hair. So we're in the page is in the making. We're having a homepage where you can order the hair. And then also, I mean, you have the hair, you need to know how to install it. So come to us.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
I love hearing that.
Let's talk about the next step, which is, acquire passive income. What kind of investments are you in right now?
None.
Zero. Not a stock.
Completely zero.
Not a bond.
A 401k.
Okay, so tell me about what's the balance of your 401k?
I don't know. I just started the
Well,
job.
how did you get? Oh,
yeah, through work. Through work. Yeah.
So what do they do? Do you understand your 401k?
Yeah,
plan?
5% of my income go towards and they match the 5%.
So wait a second. So if you got paid $100, they would take $5 out of that, give you the rest 95.
Yeah.
And then they would also match that.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you contribute up to 5%, they're matching that.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. So right now you've only been there for a couple months. It's going to be, do you have it?
I have no idea.
$500? No idea? Okay.
I really have no idea.
Okay. I'm not a huge fan of 401ks.
Mm-hmm.
I have a different approach, which is to get you to passive income.
Okay.
And because once you have acquired, we're on the step right now, once you have acquired passive income, and that passive income becomes larger than your monthly expenses, you're spending $4,600 right now. We're actually going to be able to get this down and I'll do some math here, pretty soon. We're going to be able to get this down, particularly since you and your husband separate your expenses. But imagine if both of you got onto this program and we're like, oh no, our whole objective is that we acquire passive income. That's what wealth is.
Yeah.
Wealth is that your passive income is larger than your monthly expenses. That's the whole purpose of personal finance. The reason you go to work is not to just be able to pay off car notes and debt and that kind of stuff. It's not to go buy, Gucci belts or whatever. It is to go get to the point where your passive income is larger than monthly expenses. Then we go buy Gucci belts. And then we go buy Prada. And then we go on extravagant vacations. And then we do that with the income that we get passively. Okay. So right now you have zero.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to think about this just from this one perspective. Okay. Imagine if you didn't have a car note paying $660 a month. And instead, imagine if you were the bank who lent you, what you said, $26,000, $29,000. Imagine if you had lent someone $30,000 and they were paying you $660 a month. We want to be on the other side. Most people stay in the same side that you're in the consumer side. We want to flip the side, and it's actually a lot easier than you think. A lot easier than you think.
Wow.
Okay. So we got to talk about that. The other thing that I want to talk about is legacy. Okay. Because when we think about, when our feet hit the ground on Monday morning, every morning, why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Right? Why are you wanting to expand and make more money, whatever? There's only so much. I believe that humans were created for more than just to work and to buy stuff. There's only so many Gucci belts that you can buy, right? There's only so much golf I can play. And so we're looking for that legacy. What's the thing inside of you that you say, this is what's most important to me? It could be kids, could be your family, could be people outside, could be helping with something. This is the reason I'm here. My number one thing is providing for my kids, right? My family. Number two is helping people with their personal finance. This is the reason why you and I are here. Like I retired when I was 31. My passive income is larger than my monthly expenses. And so now I'm like, well, what is it that I believe God has made me to be and to do? And that's literally doing this with people like you and helping everybody that's listening. So for you, Jessica, what sets your heart on fire?
I share the same number one as you. My children are very, very proud of me. They tell me every day. So it's definitely my children leaving just something that they can be proud of. They're very proud of me. And number two is I want to make a change, especially in my industry. I want people to feel comfortable and confident in who they are.
Okay.
And beauty is not just beauty. Beauty looks different with every person. God made you just the way you are, and the way you are is beautiful. Now we're enhancing certain things in my industry that just makes you more beautiful.
Interesting. That's an interesting way to approach that, which is God made you beautiful exactly as you are. All we're doing is enhancing what he's already done.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I've never heard a beauty influencer or anyone kind of explain it that way.
I have so many women in my chairs. I have bigger women. I have skinny women. I have short women. And you see them come in. They're like, oh my God, so many beautiful women in here. The way you welcome them is just everything. Hey, beautiful, have a seat. And they leave the chair feeling so empowered, feeling so happy, feeling beautiful.
Yeah.
In who they are. Because all I did was snipped a little bit on their ends, gave them a nice blowout, and they're the happiest women, and they come back. So I just want to remind everyone, going back to God made you exactly how and who you need to be. And we're just enhancing that a little bit.
Beautiful. Hey, that's a great passion. What does that look like for, I don't know if the word is, for underprivileged people, or what does that look like? Expand that, right? Like we've got that from, do you see yourself being involved in enhancing beauty, for people who can't afford your service? I mean, $1,200 is a lot of money, right? How do you see that playing out?
I mean,
is that even a concern or nothing, or no?
$1,200. That hair extension, that's a luxury. You do not need hair extensions to be beautiful.
Sure.
That's, like I said, that's a luxury. You don't need Botox to look beautiful. You don't need all those things. Those are enhancements. If you can afford those enhancements, that is perfectly fine. I can just have you sit in my chair and talk to you, see your smile, make you feel comfortable to where you look in the mirror and you see exactly what I'm seeing. Because when you look in the mirror, and that's what I tell my ladies all the time, they're like, oh my God, I hate this. I'm like, okay, stop right there. Try to look at yourself out of somebody else's eye. Because when you look at yourself, you always see that big mole that you have right there, or you always see that cowlick that you have right there. No, try to shift your view in a different way. And I'll show you how to work with that. I'll show you how to work around it. So, no, to your point, you don't have to have all that money to feel beautiful. No.
I'm going to give you an idea. It's the same thing that years ago, there's this shoes that were called Toms.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know if you remember those.
I do remember those.
This was back when, and there's different kind of economies, but this is when it was a social justice economy type situation where you'd go buy a pair of Toms, and a portion goes towards, wells in Africa. Imagine if for every extension, a portion of it, like if part of your program was every extension, a portion goes towards helping, you're talking about, hey, the extension is a lavish thing, right? But imagine it, and I would imagine the type of people I know, these are the people I run with. They likely have extensions all over the place and I just don't know, but they're in the more affluent set. Imagine if you could attach a legacy philanthropic mission to the selling of your extensions, meaning, hey, if you come to my studio, Jessica's studio, and get an extension, a portion gets set aside to help someone with, you said this service, extension, whatever, some kind of package, so that now they're not just getting an extension for themselves, they're getting an extension that also helps the next underprivileged person.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Because these women, if you can get with that philanthropic mentality, they feel good about the extension, but they also feel good about the experience, the philanthropic work that they're doing just by helping you out with this. In fact, you may even have scholarship type situations, right?
I love that.
Where you go and say, hey, and I know we do tips and whatnot, but what if a similar situation was, hey, passes along? And I don't know, because you mentioned at the very beginning people who like are losing their hair.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you work with people who lose their hair? What's the circumstances? Is it alopecia people? Help me understand that.
Different
cancer
reasons.
Treatments.
That's a different. I probably wouldn't do it with cancer if they're actively in chemotherapy,
because that gets rough. Yeah.
That would be probably a little harsh, but people that just have hair thinning through menopause or...
What about post-cancer treatment? Like if they're not during cancer?
Yeah, that would definitely be something. Post-cancer, you just got out of chemo, your hair is starting to grow back. Definitely. Ooh, you sparked something in there.
Right?
Love that. Love that.
That's a legacy type situation that fits with what you're already doing.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to get alignment here.
Yeah.
Like the real wealth formula is a formula that goes and says, listen, the reason you're going to bust your butt at getting some of this stuff cleaned up so that you can start experiencing real wealth is not for the money itself. It's for what good in this world you can do through your time, through your talents, and through your treasure. That's where your money comes in, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just one thing, it's all of this stuff included. So once we can find and display that alignment, dude, it makes life unbelievable.
Right.
And it impacts a lot of people. Because now instead of you saying, waking up to go to work so I can go get another Prada bag, you're saying, no, I'm going to work so that I can help post-cancer women enhance their already existing God-given beauty.
I love that.
If that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will.
Oh, it's fired up.
Right?
Yes, I love it.
Right?
I love that.
I think it's time for your wealth review. Time to get graded.
Okay, give it to me.
Are you ready for it?
I don't know. Just give it to me.
So R, that stands for reduce your monthly expenses. I don't have a problem with you guys splitting finances. There is some risk to that, which is what happens when your husband loses his job, if he loses his job. Now you're homeless, right? But that's with everybody, right? Like I do recommend you guys coming together with a solid plan because what it can happen is you can enhance that plan. If both of your money are going in the same direction, and it's the direction of acquiring passive income so that it becomes larger than both of your monthly expenses, you'll both be wealthy, and the assets are what's paying your bills. It's not you going out and working. The purpose is not that you work because you have to. The purpose is that you work because you want to. Okay? So there's a couple of things on here that we can drop down. Things like these credit cards, those are easy. These pay in fours, that's easy. You're getting close on the debt forgiveness thing, so that's really good. That car note, I'm gonna have you with reckless abandon go after that. And here's why. If you're paying, like, we're just gonna do round math, $660 per month. That means you're paying $7,920 per year. The balance you have on that car is $29,000. So what that means is the ROI, which means the return on investment, that whoever made this loan to you is making 27%.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, now that's not amortized, and the guys, the commenters will tell me my math is wrong on there. But the way I look at it is, hey, if that were reversed and someone was paying me $600, I'd say I'm getting north of 20%. So the best stock pickers in the world can't go get north of 20%. Mm-hmm. Mark Cuban said it right. The best return you can get is paying off debt. Okay, most debt. Now, sometimes you have student loans, and those student loans are like at 2%. And Dave Ramsey would say, all debt is bad. Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, said all debt is good almost. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm kind of in the what's more practical. I have a completely separate perspective. I want you to gain money to go buy passive income. Because once you do that, you're free. That's financial freedom. And these things are keeping you from that. So it's not as bad as I've seen. You aren't in the negative all month. So I am going to give you a 6 out of 10 on that. A little bit above normal. It could get a lot worse, but it's not. E is enlarge your active income. I love your new job or your new endeavor with the education. Yeah. The extension education. You just started a new business here. You're growing that. You get more clients. You're going to be able to do that. A 10 out of 10. Ooh. Like that's the objective, is that you're making more money that way, right? Yeah. You can package this. In fact, I highly suggest you packaging it with 2 things that I just said. One, the philanthropic part where every extension is helping a cancer survivor. Yeah. The second thing is that you tap into that part-time stay-at-home mom who's looking for that side hustle. Yes, they're likely going through licensing, but they don't really not everyone who goes through beauty school wants to work at a salon. Yeah. And if you can figure out a way to be like, hey, suburban mom who's dropping their kids off at school, here's a side hustle thing that I will teach you for $1,000 or whatever it is, like you did. So I give you a 10 out of 10 for that. Acquire passive income. This is not great. We've not been thinking this way. Yeah. How open are you to the idea of sacrificing some of these monthly expenses, getting some debt paid down, and then transferring what you've been paying in debt towards acquiring passive income? How open are you to that?
Very. I mean, if there's a goal, then there's a way. So absolutely.
Yeah. Because you do have extra money. You got $400 a month. You also, with what I would say, you've got $500 a month that keeps kind of going back and forth. You've got the ability to kind of start acquiring, working towards passive income. You're not quite there yet. Okay. Yeah. So I am going to give you a 5 out of 10. You're not against it, but we're not going in the right direction. We got to reframe our mind a little bit. L is living on passive income. That's another issue. You're very close. Like, for instance, if I just took your situation, if what we did was got rid of your car note, got rid of your debt, got rid of your debt forgiveness program, got rid of your credit card debt, didn't add in the savings, your net monthly expenses, when we include the groceries for the kids, the car insurance, and your phone bill, you're at $2,600 a month. Oh, Lord. That's nothing. Yeah. And so when I talk about, there are fractional funds that, so I run a private equity company, Hovis Capital. This is not a sales pitch, but you can go start chunking that down at $100 in passive income per month. You can go buy dividend producing stocks that will give you money per quarter. You can go buy bonds right now. Government bonds are paying like 5%. You can go buy corporate bonds that are paying like 8%, 7-8%. Now there's a little bit more risky, but hey, if you start getting into those things, it's going to take next to nothing to start living on that passive income. You're not going in that direction. That's, again, going to be a 5 out of 10. Okay. The last one, leave a legacy. That is a 10 out of 10. You're doing a good job with the kids. As we talked about what you're looking to do with your business, you really lit up about this philanthropic idea. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's a good plan for it. I mean, that's a good direction for you from a philanthropic perspective. Wouldn't you like to help surviving cancer victims enhance their beauty?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, that's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
So then, if I add these all up, you get a 36 out of 50. So not bad. Not terrible. So good job. What do you think of that?
I love it. I love it. I mean, there's definitely some work to do, but I feel motivated. I feel very motivated to take charge and make my money work for me and not me working for the money. Yeah. It's a mind shift. Yeah, absolutely. It's a mind shift. So here's a success plan. Number 1, stop financing cars. Okay. Stop altogether.
no reason to finance anymore, right? That's keeping you from acquiring passive income.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong side of the table on that deal. The second thing that I would say, and this is not no in particular order, is to pay off those credit cards, 150,
Yeah.
and those pay-in-fours.
Yeah.
Just pay them off. In fact, you have enough in your savings account right now, your house savings account, to pay those off. If I were in your shoes, I would be working more towards, we want to save for a house, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think now is the time.
Okay.
Now we got to change the way we're spending. We got to earn more money. So we got to reduce our monthly expenses and earn more money, right?
Yeah.
And then once you have that additional money, you go and acquire passive income. Number 3, I want you to get really clear on your philanthropy. We talked about it here. In fact, that program. Be really clear on that enhanced beauty program.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to, I think, motivate you. You're already pretty motivated, right? I think that will set you aside in the marketplace a little bit to make it so that these women are coming to you instead of the person that they were before.
Right.
You do a good job, but now they have an additional reason to say, yeah, I'm part of helping this survive. Like, and I use cancer because it's this cancer survivor. Imagine a breast cancer survivor getting free hair extensions before and after. You don't think social media would love that? You don't think all your clients would love that?
Yeah.
Like, hey, a portion of that goes to this. That would be the clear program that I'm talking about there. And then the last one, I'd like for you to consider talking to your husband about combining your finances. Consider.
Okay.
Not necessarily, hey, you can still do the expense thing. Okay. Where you pay, your responsibility is to pay for this, his responsibility is to pay for this. But to make it so that you guys are reducing your monthly expenses, taking your money and acquiring passive income. Could be rental properties, could be notes like I mentioned, could be dividend producing stock, could be bonds, could be royalties. And I've got a list on my website. I'll send it off to you. So here's the things that you can buy, right? Instead of crap.
Right.
Because once you get to $2,600 a month in passive income, you don't have to work anymore. The work you get to do is only that which fulfills you. This fulfills you too, but like now you have purpose.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you think of that success plan?
I love it. I love it. I mean, like you said, I already love my quote unquote work. I'm just passionate about what I do and I get money from it, but that money goes towards stuff that I have to pay, which makes it a job again. So absolutely to have that financial freedom to do what I love to do without saying, hey, I have to pay my car note with that or I have to do that. No, we can travel with that now, or absolutely.
You can travel with it. That's the reason you're working. People don't get it. They think the reason they're working is to just go pay bills. No, the reason you're working is to get additional money to go buy passive income that will then pay your bill. See what I mean? Go buy that residual income that will go pay for all this stuff. Imagine if you had a rental property that throws off $600 a note. You could finance. This is Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I bought a rental property in order to go pay for the Tesla. He borrows the money for the Tesla and pays for that. Now I say, don't even borrow the money, right? Just use that money to go and buy the car outright. It's depreciating liability.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's your success plan. Jessica, this has been great chatting with you. Super inspired with the kind of work that you're doing. And I'm glad that we're going to be doing some follow-ups because I'd love to see what it looks like months from now.
Yeah.
With your classes, helping what I hope is going to be, side hustle, stay-at-home mom type situations. And then also this enhanced beauty program that's going to help a lot of people.
Yes.
So,
well, thanks for sparking even more motivation in me. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming on. Guys, we're trying to build a subscriber list. So subscribe, go to therealwealthformula.com, join our friends list, and we'll see you on the next episode. If something we said hit home for you, drop it in the comments. I read every single one.
Thanks for tuning in to The Real Wealth Formula, hosted by Brad Hovis. If this episode helped you see money and purpose a little differently, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Share with someone who's ready to build real wealth, and keep building the life, purpose, and freedom you were made for. Until next time, keep Keep your goals clear and your wealth real.